Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
More violence on our freeways tonight, with police responding to two separate shootings on I-75.
Attorney General Dana Nessel apologizing for what she's calling tailgate gate. What she has to say about this picture taken at the Michigan State game.
We begin, though, tonight with some concerned parents getting answers about Pfizer's COVID vaccine for children.
State's new chief medical officer, Dr. Alexis Travis, moderated a Facebook town hall tonight. Let's bring in Jason Colthorpe live at the Oakland County Health Department to break down what was discussed. Jason.
Yeah, well, Karen and Devin, like you said, now that that vaccine has gotten emergency use approval for kids ages 5 to 15, parents have a million questions, naturally. Well, this brought in 3 doctors that specialize in pediatric medicine to try and answer as many of those questions as they could.
The state's new top doc, virtually flanked by 3 other doctors, tackled the hot button issues specific to kids and the COVID vaccine.
That children are generally at a lower risk of severe COVID disease, hospitalization, and death compared to adults. However, the risk is certainly not zero.
In the Facebook town hall, the panel answered several key questions, like what if kids have already gotten COVID?
Even if children have gotten COVID in the past, they should still get the vaccine. It doesn't mean that they have any antibodies left in their system.
What about possible allergic reactions?
As with anything new that we put into our bodies, there's always the potential of an allergic reaction, but we really aren't seeing a significant amount of what's called anaphylaxis, or a severe allergic reaction to the COVID vaccine.
Do we know enough about the vaccine's long-term effects?
There's no scientific reason to think that there would be the possibility of long-term side effects, because if you understand how the vaccine works, then you'd understand that the possibility of long-term side effects is basically nil.
Separately tonight, the CDC director weighed in and is encouraged by the number of students who remain in school in high transmission areas. Things should ease further as more kids get vaccinated, but she was asked whether kids should still mask up in school after being vaccinated.
And I would say masks are for now, but they are not forever.
We're certainly going to hear more about masks. You can bet on that. Now, by the way, we just scratched the surface of that town hall. Those answers you just heard were given in much greater detail. Plus, the doctors went into other conditions that have affected kids, like MIS-C and myocarditis, and talk about that in detail as well. As a parent, I would strongly encourage you to go listen to it for yourself. It's on the Facebook page of the MDHHS homepage there. Devin?
It's hard to cover everything that parents are asking and are interested in right now. They talked about a lot of things tonight, including trust issues with doctors, Jason.
They did. As a matter of fact, that's interesting because in some cases we've heard about how people are suddenly losing trust in doctors, and we don't know why. Well, they talked about that, and a doctor put it pretty simply, saying, you know, if you're trusting us to treat you for everything else, including writing prescriptions for drugs that you're willing to put in your body, you should trust us on this and what comes with COVID and the vaccine, because the intentions are the same. Devin.
All right, Jason, I mentioned all the questions that have been coming in. We know because our Dr. Frank George has been doing it constantly. Viewer questions coming in still about the vaccines and about COVID. You can find all of his reports on the health page at clickondetroit.com.
Sadly to report tonight, more violence on our freeways, with state police investigating 2 separate shootings, both on I-75. In one of the shootings, a Macomb County man was hit by the gunfire. Victor Williams live along I-75 tonight with the very latest. Victor.
Well, it was a very busy day for state police trying to investigate both of these shootings to take place on 75. One person that we spoke to is saying that this is really all just starting to happen way too close to home.
It's kind of scary, actually.
Tonight, a 23-year-old Clinton Township man is in the hospital after apparently being shot on Interstate 75 around 4:50 this afternoon. It all took place on the freeway just feet away from Robert Brown's home.
This seems like I-75 is getting known for it. It does make me nervous, but it's kind of sad.
According to the victim, he was trying to get away from a white sedan that was following him. The shooter is said to have been hanging out the window when he fired shots from the car. We're told by police that the victim's cousin was able to drive him to Beaumont Royal Oak, where he was treated for his injuries.
You don't have to like shoot at somebody. It doesn't solve anything.
But less than an hour prior to that, at 4:15, state troopers were investigating yet another shooting that also happened on I-75. This time it was in the southbound lane. One car is believed to have fired a shot into a pickup truck as the two were exiting the interstate onto 94. A terrifying trend for Robert to hear about.
I'm like less likely to honk at somebody. I'll just kind of sit in my car and be like, okay, I don't want anybody shooting at me.
And police say that they never actually found any evidence of a shooting taking place out there on the interstate as far as that second shooting goes. And we're actually also told that after a few talks with that 23-year-old victim, he actually became uncooperative with police. So we're going to keep you guys updated on any new details that become available in this developing story. In Detroit, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Victor, hopefully updates coming first thing in the morning. A Warren police officer hospitalized tonight after crashing his motorcycle on the ramp to 696 near Gratiot. State police say the officer struck the curb right there at the beginning of the ramp. That caused him to lose control of the bike. When officers arrived, he was unconscious, though breathing. He was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries.
A person of interest in custody tonight in connection to a hit-and-run crash that killed a child in Dearborn. 6-year-old Batul Al-Fadawi was hit Sunday by an SUV on Bingham Street. Police say an 18-year-old man turned himself in this afternoon. They say the SUV involved was found on the same street at a nearby home. Batul's parents today made a plea for drivers in the area to please slow down.
People shouldn't drive like that crazy. He was driving like he was in a highway, and the way he hit her was, I don't know, like it's still here, and it's not going away.
So far, no charges have been filed. Dearborn police say the case remains under investigation.
A federal judge signs off on the $626 million settlement in the Flint water crisis.
The settlement will pay the claims of thousands of Flint residents affected by lead-contaminated water. About 80% of the settlement will go to individuals who were minors when first exposed, including 65% for children 6 and younger. Lawyers say the distribution process will likely begin within 45 days. Another official is charged in the ongoing UAW corruption scandal. 53-year-old Tim Edmonds faces charges of including embezzlement, filing false financial reports, and money laundering. He is the financial secretary and treasurer of UAW Local 412 in Warren. Prosecutors say he used more than $2 million in union funds on gambling and buying high-end cars and clothing. The UAW says its enhanced auditing processes discovered the problem and reported it to law enforcement. If convicted, Edmonds faces up to 20 years in prison. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel releasing a statement tonight addressing her actions during the Michigan State football game in East Lansing.
Nessel herself is calling it Tailgate Gate. And she posted this picture on Facebook showing herself slumped in a seat at Spartan Stadium, saying she drank too much before the game, started feeling sick, and needed a wheelchair to get back to the parking lot. She apologized in her post that reads in part, "I am human. Sometimes I screw up. This was definitely one of those times. My apologies to the entire state of Michigan for this mishap. Sorry to all the people who've supported me for letting you down. I will try to do better." Just part of her statement, Nessel also added she had a designated driver who took her home.
Still ahead here at 11, our Tim Pamplin gets a jump start on his holiday shopping.
Well, there's a new shopping district in downtown Detroit, Cadillac Square. We're going back to the roots. In the 1850s, this was Detroit's central marketplace. Well, now the pop-up shops are back for another holiday season full of unique gift ideas. We'll show you around coming up.
Well, thanks a bunch, Tim. And for the kids heading to the bus stop tomorrow, or you heading off to work, no problems in the morning. Breezy but dry, not as cold. 48 degrees, 65 in the afternoon. Rain is approaching by mid-afternoon. In fact, to the south and west, some of you will already have it. But coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to give you very detailed timing on the rain and the strong wind gusts coming in and possible snow this weekend. See you in a few.
All right, Paul, but first, teen gunman Kyle Rittenhouse takes the stand in his own defense.
I pointed my gun at him, and that did not deter him. He could have ran away instead of trying to take my gun from me.
A dramatic day of testimony and why the defense wants a mistrial next.